From that moment I really knew like, okay, like, this is really going to blow up. Yo, I'm Oliver Heldens and this is the story of Gecko.
Hi, I'm Becky Hill and this is the story behind Gecko Overdrive.
I started making tunes quite young, when I was 12. When I was 17, I landed my first record deal with Spinnin' Records, which was my goal at that time. I was more focused on making big festival bangers. Right after that, in 2013, I got very inspired by this UK deep house, garage house sound. Artists like Disclosure, Dusky, Shadow Child, MK, Julio Bashmore. Yeah, so that was very refreshing for me, and that made me want to make more housey stuff again. So in the summer of 2013, when I went on vacation to France with my family, in the back of my mom's car, I came up with this melody that was, oh yeah, this is a really nice, catchy, funky bassline melody. Yeah, this would be perfect with this kind of UK deep house sound. It all happened pretty quickly then in the car. The work in progress title was just called Hell Deep, because it was just kind of something a bit deeper than I did at that time. But then of course when I needed an actual track title, I was thinking this is a bit of a weird, quirky track. So I wanted a weird animal for the track. So yeah, Gecko felt like the perfect name. When I got back to Holland, I was very excited about this record. It was something very new for me. So I sent it to the guys at Spinnin' Records. The head A&R, he also really liked it, but he didn't really know where to place it. I remember my brother, he came into my room and he was like, hey, did you see that Tiesto nowadays in his podcast, he has an extra hour called After Hours, where he plays more kind of deep house or melodic techno music. Just send Gecko to him and maybe he will play it in the podcast, and then maybe he will convince the label people. At that time, Tiesto had already supported quite a few tracks of mine, so I just DM'd the track to him directly on Twitter. Already after 15 minutes, I saw a reply from him telling me that he really liked it and he would really like to release it on his label. He invited me to meet him during Amsterdam Dance event. It was like in the middle of the week, so I had to get off from school. But of course in the Netherlands they know about Tiesto, so they were cool about it. When the official promo was sent out, that already like 1 or 2 weeks later, I received this update in my email with this massive list of feedbacks from almost every top DJ. From that moment, I really knew like, okay, like, this is really going to blow up. There were a lot of people that I would already kind of expected to like it, because they also came from that Dutch clubhouse sound. Guys like Lebeck Luke, Fedde Grand, Afrojack, Hardwell, like they all really loved it. But I was kind of surprised to see all the Swedish guys like Avicii, Alesso, the Swedish House Mafia guys, or also in America like Diplo, Zed, Porter Robinson. When the official promo got sent out, yeah, I think from then it just started popping up everywhere. Like DJs were playing it all over the world.
Last week Gecko was #1 in the UK. I'm really happy with that.
Pete Tong, he was like a massive supporter of the track early on. which helped a lot here in the UK, of course. He suggested that we should get a vocal version for Gekko, and he offered to help out with that. We struck gold when Becky and MNEK wrote that overdrive top line over Gekko. I remember like the first time I listened to it, I was just thinking like, who is this Becky girl? Like, she has such a powerful voice. It just worked perfectly over the track.
I was sent it through my A&R at the time, Nathan Thompson, when I was signed to Parlophone Records. I was in studio with MNEK. We were writing or finishing off a song for my own album at the time, and we finished early, and we decided to just see what came to us with the record. He did the melody and the tagline, and then I did the verse melody and the beginning line, and then we just kind of filled in the gaps between the two, and the song almost wrote itself. It happened so quickly, and the vocal you hear today is the vocal that we wrote there and then. I always laugh and think how young I sound on that record. I can't stop this feeling, baby, only you can make me come alive. When we're crashing, there's a passion, boy, you got my heart on overdrive.
My manager and I, we had received like several treatments from different like video directors. This one obviously stood out because it was so weird. We were very happy with the result, but I think there was kind of one big misconception about the video. Many people, when they watch the video for the first time, they think that the two kids are brother and sister, and that made especially the ending quite weird. For me, I guess, as a DJ, what was a bit strange in the beginning, because still at that time, on the main stage of most festivals, the kind of big room EDM was still dominating. Almost every promoter wanted me on the main stage instead of like playing like the second or third like house stage. In the beginning was definitely a challenge. Yeah.
I saw him at Lollapalooza in Stockholm, and he was playing after me, and I finished my set and went back on and stood on the decks and sang Overdrive as his opening record to his set. Quite a special relationship there, me and Oliver. That song always fills me up with so much joy when I see people going, oh God, you remember this song? And I'm still playing that song in my set, and so is Oliver. And it's so nice to have been on that journey with the listener, as well as the journey in my own career as well.
Tomorrow then, how are you feeling?
I'm super grateful for the impact Gekko had and how it just kick-started my career. I still play it every set, and I'm not tired of it.